Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen. It's Jeff Eichen at the helm, and we're going to go live on Facebook. And here we go. Here we go again. So we're live on Facebook now. We're live on StreamYard, and it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, everybody. Let's see if we can get our Zoom intact. There we go. So we've invited many people today. Everyone's either smoking out or hunkering down for um, the hurricane that's coming again. It's just unbelievable what's going on the planet, let alone the man-made stuff. And so I hope everybody is snuggled in and tight and ready for one of my shows. I'm just really doing some Johnny Cash today. I have a surprise for you here. Let's see if we can see if anybody can tell me what this is here. See if I can get my, there we go. See if anybody knows what this is here. And it's not what you think it is. It's definitely an apparatus to imbibe, um, the incredible herb. Um, but yes, it is a prototype. And let me say Happy Weedsday, episode 229. And it's me in the mirror. So this pipe was gifted to me, and you open it up, and it's really cool. And let's see if I can get my effects down a little bit here. It's just a little bit um, too bright today, so we're gonna go. There we go. So that's a beautiful pipe there, and it's one that we used to like just put in our pocket. It's got a chamber. It's got a chamber here to hold your weed, and then it's got a top to close it off so the cops don't smell it. Haha. And then you can put it in your pocket and keep going. And it's got a really incredible little tamper to clean. And so it's kind of the best pipe ever that was ever invented. I don't think you can show me a better pipe, you know, but I'll show you somebody else's invention next week. But I got this at the Emerald Cup from a gentleman that says he is Mr. Prototype, and he invented that back in the 80s. So that's 30 years old or something like that. So yeah, I'm wearing my Johnny Cash hat today. Let's see if I can get some Johnny on there. There we go. So a shout out to the elders and to the people that we've lost. My friend Ray Greer went, and Shannon went from the kinetic sculpture race. And maybe I'll show you some photos from that. People are still celebrating on the planet, everybody. And I hope to share with you our concert about celebration. But what we want to celebrate are all the prisoners coming home. Okay. And that's really important. We have, like, for example, in our poster here today, we have um, Morris Beagle here. See if we got it. If you can see my mouse, you can't see my mouse, but anyways, we have Morris Beagle up in the in the left hand corner there. We have WeedCon coming up next week, and I talked to Petri, and I'm not sure if she's coming on today or not, but I will speak for her. WeedCon is a incredible Los Angeles show that happens once a year, and it's like her 10th, installment. I went to one of them. It was just beautiful. It was epic. I think I met a Beach Boy or somebody from that level of expertise in LA style, and so I'm going to go back down and raise some more money for the concert and relief. Yeah, relief concert. Here we go. And then Up in the top, we have Morris Spiegel from in Japan, meeting one of the emperors of Japan, doing their best to help global weed stop global climate change, and assist it. It's important for us to use this incredible plant as a gateway to longevity for our elders that need it. Full spectrum cannabis does help with. I can tell that because I saw it. It's not my gospel, but they full spectrum cannabis is supposed to help. I saw it. Um, Parkinson's. It relieves the issue. It allows you to talk. And when you get super high, there's also ways to neurologically juggle. I was talking to Paul McGee about from the Karamazov brothers, who lives in my town, about juggling and how it reattaches and removes. Reworks the neurons in your brain to get you more cognate. It's about quality of life. Be nice to each other, and don't forget to meet people that have invented things that are cool. Um, on my street this week, somebody moved into the house. Looks like a really cute and cool couple. The house has been empty for 2 years, and now I've got a young couple that's coming in that look like they're LA, like they're from Bellingham, and they said it just didn't work out, and they wanted to be in Port Townsend forever, and so I've got new neighbors. But as I'm looking out my office window, boom, right there, it was really cool that the Alfa Romeo Spider, and it was like a cream color, one of those cream colors, not unlike that color right there. And it was the top was down. We're in the Pacific Northwest, and some guy drove it and parked it, and I walked up and talked to them for half an hour about my dad's cars and about their cars, and that he paid 7,000 for it, and it's been totally taken care of, and it was a one owner car, so that's pretty special. Um, I miss my Volvo, and he said that he was going to buy an ES, but he was happy that he got a convertible for he and his wife to explore the world through convertibles. And what's your legacy? What's your pleasure? And let's stop thinking about hardship, but the good ship lollipop doesn't bring the prisoners home, not even when they deschedule things. And so it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. And so I may carry a whole show today. No one ever knows who's going to pop in for my shows. Normally, I have several people popping in. So um, happy Weedsday. Let's get rolling, and don't forget the prototype guy. And this is actually, everybody, the latest prototype. It's the new version, or it's the advanced version. He has the originals, the OGs, but this one supposedly is much easier to clean, and it's the evolution of the original prototype. So I just had that in my hand. I wanted to share that with you. Doesn't mean I'm smoking. I haven't actually smoked in quite a while. Love the herb, love the feeling that Bob Marley goes on. But lately I've been just keeping it really in a clear zone and feeling good about it. So find your strain, and don't drive when you're under the influence. Be really respectful. Children shouldn't have it, and let's end prohibition. Paper, fiber, fuel, medicine, and food. I got to meet Jack Herer and the gang throughout the years, and one thing I regret is not going with Jack and the gang to Amsterdam to the Cannabis Cup. I was just caught up in day in and day out everything. So that's it. We're here now. We can't turn the clock back. Like I said, I just did kinetic sculpture race. That's what my shirt's all about. It says kinetic sculpture race on it, and it was a great show this weekend. There's something always happening in my town. So I don't really have to go very far, but we may be going to see. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. We may be going to WeedCon and Wonderland, and so they're supporting the orphans, the orphanages, the homeless children, and so that's a big project Petri has, and Alexander, and I'm just really blessed that they've invited me to come down. We'll see if I can pull it off. Not sure, but I want to go visit my niece and nephews and my sister in Santa Barbara, and then go to LA for a day and join the Weed people. See if we can get closer to making the concert happen. So the concert's on its way, and I'm gonna roll out of here. Hang on, let's make this a little smaller here. Make this a little smaller here, and I am going to take our poster and there we go. Get us to our quick time and our intro. So let's see if we can get our intro out here. Um, well, let's see. Do we have our intro? Do you know if we do, everybody? Um, so I'm going to actually export it, export our intro from our back office. See if I had big sponsors, which you could be a big sponsor, then we would have this all with an assistant helping me to do this, but it's okay. Today is my solo show, and thanks to Rodimus for reading the news every week, and thanks for Cannoner. She's in between computer stations right now, and for Russell, our incredible athlete with the heart issues that claims that cannabis and psilocybin are part of his regime. So let's share my screen. And before we do anything, well, let's see. We're thanking everybody here. So we're thanking Canna Nurse. Like I said, she has issues with her. Let's see if I can get back to me here. She has issues with her internet today. So we love you, Canna Nurse. And we love you, Solo Breezy, for reading the quotes of the day. We love you, Rodimus, for reading the news. But everybody's out and about and doing their thing. So, like I said, find your strain, wrap it around your brain, do what feels right. Don't overdo very much, except for love and being kind to each other. It's really important. I'm really having a nice dance with a friend of mine online right now, and so that's a special thing. And then my little tiny community does call in and check in on me. So check in on your buds, and as soon as I get, let's see how our export. Let's see how our export's doing here. So I can play this from not an export spot, but let's see here where our exports are. So we have that. We have that. There we go. So we do have our export coming, and we're going to go open with QuickTime. So we have 229. We do have our incredible export. So hemp hooray, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here with episode 229. I'm really excited to, to help my own legacy by helping to end prohibition. Changing the scheduling ain't gonna do it because we got federal prisoners that they're not letting out. So here we go. Let me share my screen with you all, and we'll go from there. So hemp hooray, happy 229. Here comes my desktop, everybody, and we're going to share with you. Okay, here we go. Hemp hooray, everybody. It's Bob Marley Consciousness, and don't worry about a thing. We're getting ready to bring our sponsors on board and go to the Oakland Coliseum, people, and tell them we're ready. And that's all I know is that we're having a show today and putting a concert on and doing the best I can. Having people come and go is just part of it. There's a concert that I went to see Alabama, some old timers that are doing their best to end the drug war and to be part of the movement. Have a great show, everybody. I pledge to be a positive influence on my family, friends, and community. I promise to listen with an open heart without judgment. I give my word to speak with sincerity and kindness. When I am challenged, I will see the humanity in others. I commit to recognizing and checking my privileges. I understand that we come from different backgrounds. I vow to pay attention to our social needs. I will choose love when things get hard. I pledge to choose empathy. In my lifetime, I will not quit my pursuit to bring every cannabis prisoner home. We are building empathy amongst millions of people across the nation. Join the movement and stand with those impacted by the criminal justice system. No one deserves to be in jail or prison for a plant and nonviolent crimes. Good morning, everybody, and Hemp Hooray, Jeff Eichen here, and we're aiming to end prohibition through helping the hemp industry, helping the marijuana industry, and F anybody that doesn't believe that it's possible in my lifetime. Have a great show today. Well, what's the deal? Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We'll see if we got a full intro or what's the deal. That's no lie. So we are going to do it live here. Here we go. Live, everybody. And don't bogart that joint. Stash Wagner is licensing us this for the first song on our CD for our concert, Relief, in 2025. And please support us. We love your sponsorship, and the Bud Tenders project is coming, and the dispensary project is coming, and the concert's coming, Relief. We're going to give the prisoners relief, restitution, payback. Let's re-legalize it and don't criticize it. be sure to go to relieffoundation.org and do support us. There's the Coliseum, everybody. We really are pushing to do a concert. We want to do a film screening here. I haven't organized that all the way yet. We're working on the Cannabis Film Festival, and then we're going to, let's see if we can go back to our slide here. So the film screening, then we want to have a local concert here, and we're working on that. Maybe get some incredible humans to come play here at the McCurdy Pavilion, which holds 900 people. And at $420, that's not a lot for people that are donating to a cause that they believe in. We'll be raising quite a bit of money to help to put a down payment for the concert. And I decided that the concert for Relief, if we don't do it in April, which it looks like we may be pushing it back a few months, we'll have a new strain. We'll call it 620 or 720, and we'll have jackets and swag. And we're going to try to do as much hemp as we can because cotton's one of the dirtiest industries on the planet. So here we go. Parade. Open the doors in 24, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and it's kind of all I know. We got WeedCon happening next week. We've got Morris Beagle in, let's see if I can get that back up here. How do we do the dance that we dance? Okay, so we got Morris Beagle in Japan from NOCO, and we went to NOCO last year. Very, very incredible. And Edwin, where are you? We haven't heard from Edwin in over a month, and he was moved from Alabama to Vermont or somewhere that was less secure, or less tight and less assholey. But where the hell is Edwin? Give a shout, Edwin, when you can. I know you're talking to the outside world, so give a shout to Mr. Fresh, Jeff Eichen here, and the concert. We're raising money for the concert. We're helping everybody else raise money for their projects, so why not our project? It's going to be fun. We miss all the usuals, but we do have a super duper guest in the abode in the house of rescue, and I'm going to stop my sharing for a time being here, and that is, let's see if we can get our I need an assistant like a really beautiful thing. There we go. So we totally have Mr. Lag. And is that Andrew with you? Who's with you? You're muted.
We're doing physical therapy. I wanted to join and say hi.
Oh yeah. Come on in, everybody. This is Russell. Russell just completed a book, and he's on a little bit of a tour, and he's getting that song "Shock the Monkey." He's been having some issues with his wireless remote
Little
pacemaker. So how are you doing this week? Tell us a little bit about what's going on and how weed is so stupid that people are in jail for.
Well, the doctors are very impressed. The reason that I got shocked, I had my heart got in a fight with my pacemaker, but I've gotten so healthy that it's reading that I'm in stress because my heart beats a lot stronger. So they just readjusted it. I got shocked last Tuesday, and now back in the gym. I stopped, take a break to join you guys. And yes, anybody who's in jail for a plant, it's not right. The system's broken. We need to make some changes on that too.
And you heard it from not me, everybody, because you might be tired of listening to me. But Russell said the system is broken.
I had a long interview with Montel Williams. I've talked about it around the world on how they lied to us because the big pharma wants us taking nerve medicine rather than using the green plant. And platforms like yourself give me a platform to tell my story. I'm a 60-year-old grandfather who has a second chance at life because of cannabis concentrates and psilocybin mushrooms.
Right. I mean, everybody, we're dealing with relief here, relief that Russell is telling you he gets from the leaf. And
Actually, yeah, the reason that I came in to take a break was to join you wonderful people and to do a little medicating.
yeah, now, so we have 420 yoga, where you smoke out and do yoga, and we have 420 workouts. And just be careful, everybody. Don't use any electrical equipment when you're getting super high. Sometimes there's a strain that helps you to actually focus more, and so on and so forth. So find your strain, everybody. I've been talking about that all morning, and it's really incredible. Yes, the answer is yes, that I did. You didn't ask me, but I'll put a question in your mouth. I did talk to Andrew before he went back to Canacon and in Ohio, and so I may be going to WeedCon next week down in LA. It depends if I get the energy to power that one up, and they've invited me down there. One of these days, the weed industry will be better, and we'll have more revenue coming in again. Not so we can make the prices more expensive, just that we can sustain ourselves in a world of new products like hemp and plastic. And last week, you guys all saw me. I was wearing the incredible hemp. Hang on, I'm getting them down here. They're all tangled
While
up.
you're doing that, let me ask you a question.
Hemp.
Are you going to Germany with us? We're going to go to Portugal and we're going to go to Germany with Andrew. Are you on board with that?
I sure am. You betcha.
Was ist los? Ausgezeichnet.
Was is low. So give me time schedules, and let's see how we can raise some air miles for me, and see if we can have one of our sponsors help us. So that's fantastic. And I'd love to have that conversation offline. In the meantime, I was telling everybody, look at these beautiful sunglasses that are made from hemp. There's hemp plastic, everybody. There's hemp plastic. Look, I got the hemp pyramid, and BMW's been making doors for 20 years out of hemp, and it's sustainable. It's not petroleum. It doesn't off gas when you make it, and those people are dying early in the factories, or it doesn't off gas when you're driving in that car. It's accumulation for the liver and for the gallbladder to go down. That it's the accumulation, like some of my friends say, well, some guy I talked to yesterday said, I just got through throat cancer. And I said, you sound good. You sound good. I said, did you ever smoke cigarettes? He says, yeah, 30 years ago. So,
Great. I got to rejoin the crew, but I just wanted to give everybody a shout in. All the love. Nobody belongs in jail for a plant. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Love you.
Okay, let's do a 3. Hang on, there we go. Okay, got it. Cool, man.
See you next week, okay?
That's Russell, everybody. Yeah, and let's get together let's get together and figure out Germany.
We'll call you. I'll call you offline.
Okay, peace out. So everybody, they pop in, they pop out. That's my show. and I'm really excited to be talking about my hemp sunglasses. So nobody deserves to be in jail for something that's illegal. I mean, why the hell are hemp sunglasses or hemp plastic that, you know, illegal? Illegal. It's really dumb and stupid that it's illegal to grow hemp, to make it. I mean, they did have the back in the, I think 2018, there was the hemp farm bill, but I haven't seen massive quantities of hemp clothing being made in America, or rope or fiber or fuel or oil. Hemp oil is making, they're making a battery out of hemp now, you know. So why, again, every single show I just drive it home because this is our wheelhouse. You know, why is somebody in jail for a plant? Let's share my screen and I'll show you um, some more interesting stuff here from my movie. My old ancient movie has a really incredible um, swag to it here. So here we go. We're going to share our screen, and we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to come down on this one. And here we go. Check this out. This is some of the Canna news today, and then a little bit of my movie.
NYPD and the sheriff's office.
Yeah, all of this that you're seeing inside was hidden in an ordinary looking house in a mostly residential neighborhood right across from a city sponsored daycare. Pix 11's Henry Rossoff with the latest.
It's clear that this is for a distribution hub and a grow house. They are growing the plants from birth to larger plants. They are packaging, this is their own company stuff, and they are sealing all this on site and distributing it from this location.
Standing in front of piles of packaged pot and plants on a sleepy block of this Manhattan Beach neighborhood, local authorities, including Sheriff Anthony Miranda, say what was hidden in this house posed a huge hazard to the neighborhood.
And it is dangerous because these things are dangerous for the house, right? This
Like these guys know.
They have to bring in all kind of special equipment. There's a possibility for fire and other things going wrong at this location.
Taking us inside, we can see exactly why there was concern.
It's so
Industrial
dangerous.
heat lamps and HVAC systems powered the extensive grow house.
3 rows of 30, there are 90 plants growing in this location.
And there were untold amounts of chemicals to prepare and package the illegal cannabis. NYPD officials initially responded to this home Friday night.
There was an advertisement for Clone-X.
Dispute.
Excessive amounts of marijuana was seen in plain view.
The fire department
woohoo! It's legal in 33 states or more.
Danger. No children were found inside, but one adult was arrested as the investigation continues.
These are things that should not be happening at all in anyone's community.
Investigators say the property is believed to be a rental home, and they do not believe the property owner is necessarily involved. In the newsroom, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.
I gained 50 pounds while taking chemotherapy. Felt pretty horrible. But after a left radical mastectomy, a huge necrotic tumor, compression wraps, deathbed, I had to be 50 pounds overweight in addition to everything else. Chemotherapy really messed with my body.
My friend Kirsten.
But during the chemotherapy,
From my
I didn't
movie.
lose my hair or anything.
Lifer's Madness.
The path I chose, which really upset oncology teams at a Seattle hospital, was cannabis, as well as naturopathic intravenous nutritional care and the vaccine. When that was no longer available, I was down to supplements, self-administered, and cannabis. So when I first used the cannabis, I was afraid. I was absolutely terrified. I felt I'd be in a situation where I'd ingested something and I would experience an inescapable terror for X number of hours. I had deep concern and genuine fear, actually. So I ingested cannabis for the first time just before our daughter went to school. We all piled onto the bed to watch a movie before we headed out driving across the country to school. I'd say 30, 45 minutes after I consumed cannabis. An inexplicable peace and joy came over me. It was the first escape from cancer, from diagnosis, from PTSD, I'm sure, from all of the horrible care, all of the horrible things perpetrated in hospitals. I had joy, peace. It was a gift from God. And I didn't believe in it. I used to say sarcastically, if your back hurts because you roller skated and you hurt yourself, young person, just own it. You like cannabis, just smoke your cannabis, enjoy it, and don't use excuses. Own your stuff. That was pride. And I had a big fall, and it's okay. The future, I would like to see the leaves, raw leaves, available bulk in the grocery store produce section. I believe they're that vital and important. You've got a body full of CBD receptors, most of them in your brain. God put them there for a reason, and He put this plant here for a reason, two puzzle pieces that fit together. Nature is the pharmacist. I thank you so much, Jeffrey. I thank Lifers, the movie, for what they're doing, for raising awareness in a tragic situation where we are essentially indentured to the pharmaceutical industry in the name of profit. I resent it and I reject it outright. Stop making jokes about it. For children, for the children who have improved, who benefit immensely because of the plant that their parents were brave enough.
So there you go, everybody. That's Jeff Eichen here, and you can go to Lifers the movie. Let's see if we can find a different portal here. If we go to our browser like Dookie Howser, let's see here. If we go to here, we can share with you that on lifersthemovie.com, which is my site for the movie, not for the concert, but this is for the movie. You can donate here also, but there's Tommy and Sharon at Hempfest. Tommy was in my movie. That was really a blessing. And so if you scroll down like I'm doing here, all these people, a lot of these people are home right now. Pardoned or commuted. Michael Thompson, John Knock, Corvain Cooper, Michael Peltier. We want, Michael Peltier. Okay, it's not the Peltier we're thinking of. 420 Craig Cecil, Jimmy Romans, Levon Roach, Robert Francis for non-violent drugs, Brian Simmons, 420 David Barron, non-violent drugs, Hal Knudsen, Mergel, that was LSD, Wei Quan Long for 420, plus more, I am sure. Please visit our online shit. And then you scroll down here and you see my movies. So you can play the movie right here. And it's just really important to be part of the solution, everybody. And that's about it, you know. Free the people, free the plant, free the planet globally. It's well beyond time to end prohibition to legalize and U.S. and global and free the people. Communities of color have been disproportionately impacted by the laws governing of marijuana for too freaking long, and ending this injustice once and for all is super important. It's just amazing. So I'm going to share more about our site. We're going to do um, a little internet scouring today. So it says we have the power to impact our future. Lifers is a six-part, 55-minute documentary series focused on people that are currently serving life without parole in America. That's for Schedule 1, everybody. So they make it Schedule 3. It's still going to be illegal, and our people are still going to be in jail. We have added all nonviolent drug war prisoners to our documentary. The first episode of the documentary focuses on prisoners that have served unusually long criminal sentences for cannabis related crimes. Advocates and leaders in this cannabis industry that have strong beliefs to releasing the people that are serving time in prison for related cannabis um, laws. The laws have got to change, everybody. So Jeff Mazansky was a victim of the war on drugs, three strike policy, which kept him from freedom behind bars for 21/9. He's free now, and he's been out since 2015, 2016. And we love you, Jeff. Come on back to our show soon. And so Mexico is about to advance um, the adult use, and Richard DeLisi, the longest serving pot prisoner, is coming home. So that was cool. I saw Richard DeLisi just this last, little while, and that was really cool. Um, and then there's like this. Pretty cool, everybody. So everybody, before they get repetitive and we start boring uh, the show that we have here, we're going to get to the news here in a second. That is the news. It's hempcrete all the way, and we're working on getting hempcrete to where it can take a load and be structural. But right now, they said uh, that it's for insulation purposes and like it's acting as your drywall. It's really cool what they're doing with hempcrete. And so the hempcrete world is so interesting. And we're working with Lakota Hemp and some other indigenous farmers that want to grow 1 million acres and have their children have something that they leave to them. So it's really beautiful. So anyway, so this is Lifers, the movie. Let me take you over to, and here's my movie actually. You just click on here. So So it is the war on people, not only the war on drugs. So that's my movie, everybody. I can skim my movie. There's Tommy Chong and Cheech, and there's Shattered Lives, one of the first books by Chris and Mickey Norris, and inspired me to make my movie. And we already saw Kristen, and then we have me driving back from the prison, and then we have baby Landon, who's now like 14, and has been cancer free from brain tumor because of cannabis. And that's a Canamom, his mom there, and she's a great human and helping the Canamom industry. And here is Dr. Machulam. Let's see if we can get Dr. Machulam. Incredible Dr. Machulam. And so this is all in my movie. But let's journey over to Relief Project, everybody. So we've got Relief Foundation here. These are the projects that I'm working on in my legacy bound driven life here. And so I have the Relief concert, and then I have let's see if we can give you a little video here of this is my deck, my pitch deck for all you sponsors out there. We're working on getting our 501, and we also have a PDF version of it here. You can click on that and get the PDF version. Talks about our plan, our timeline, and the concert. We want to get Snoop and Willie and Melissa Etheridge and Earth, Wind, and Fire to celebrate the prisoners that are already out coming home. We have Last Prisoner Project, and we have the Freedom Grow, and we're working on Corvan Cooper with 40 tons. And so we're doing the Bud Tenders Pledge also and Sponsors Pledge. So click on these, and no matter what, send us what you can to help us um, make this concert happen. So you click on any of our photographs here, and that was a 420 poster we had. And then we have me and Tommy at Tommy's concert at 420 in Washington State. That was really beautiful. That was gorgeous. Thank you, Tommy, for 86 years of incredibleness. The Budtenders Pledge is just about to begin, and so we're really getting ready for that. And then, of course, the Relief concert, Oakland Coliseum. We're going to really work hard on making that, ramping that up. And if you have any production value, get in touch with me. We're looking for a new producer, and you move through things in life when you're got a small company, and you haven't done this many times. So I'm talking to people like from Coachella and things like that, and I've got people around me that have done other things like Live Aid and things like that. So this is going to happen. So here's where you can see my movie on my front page here. And then this is just looking at our site here. And Relief Foundation champions the release of 420 prisoners, non-violent cannabis offenders who remain incarcerated due to an outdated drug laws. So we've said that a million times today, and it's important for social awareness, legislative advocacy, legal support for 420 POWs and families, family aid. We're going to give the families, and this concert is going to be fantastic. So we're really excited to send you to our relieffoundation.org concert site and support. So free the prisoners, free the plant, everybody. It's really important. And then I'm going to read the news to you today, everybody. Let's get me back to incredibleness here. There we go. And then I'm going to go right here and I'm going to read the news here. So today, okay, it's the Canna News at the top of the hour, everybody, and so I'm just going to answer some questions that I did a Googleizer on, and the Icanator here, Jeff Eichen, episode 229, and we're going to be broadcasting very soon on the U.S. Weed channel, and we're really excited to work with Shane Duell and all of the people there and help them to become legit and bring the money on and make it happen. So how would rescheduling affect cannabis banking? So let's see. What will rescheduling do? What are the growth outlooks for cannabis? Here we go. The global cannabis market was valued at $43 billion in 22 and is projected to grow from USD 57 billion in 23 to 440 billion by 2030, exhibiting a growth of 34% during the forecast period. So where would you like to put your money? Cannabis for sure. 34% sounds better than 3%, 2%, or even 10%. That's pretty amazing. Marijuana stocks are incredibly volatile. Therefore, you should be going in with extreme caution. And what is the outlook? Let's see. Why? Let's read these questions. Why is the cannabis market going down? Producers and distributors kept sending legal pot to stores in hopes that they'd get paid, but eventually that only created massive debt bubble and now bringing companies down across the state. Most famously, Herbal One's, the largest pot distributor in California, collapsed last June. So California is having a tough time. And let's see, will the cannabis market regrow? It says here, although regenerating the cannabis is far easier indoor, prices, control of lighting, and other variables are possible. It is also possible to regenerate outdoor cannabis plants. This is possible in regions with long growing seasons. There's also plants that grow in half the time, but are they as potent and as beautiful? Some of them are, so it's really important. So who is the richest cannabis company? Let's find that one out. Let's see. MCAP is big. Innovative Industrial, they're pretty big. Green Thumb is pretty big. Trueville, they're pretty big. And Curaleaf, for CURLF. They're at $2.24 billion. So let's screen capture that and then go find them and get them to be our sponsors. So Innovative Industrials, Green Thumb, Trueville, and Curaleaf. So that's pretty cool. So is cannabis the most profitable plant? Let's see what they say to that one. According to Leafly, and I just texted Leafly today to come on the show, the harvest report, marijuana was the sixth most valuable wholesale crop in the United States last year at a $5 billion worth, trailing only corn, soybeans, hay, wheat, and cotton. So let's see what other questions are really beautiful here. We're at the top of the hour, everybody. Who is the godfather of cannabis? Come on, everybody knows that one. It says celebrating the life of Raphael Mechoulam. So, Mr. Mechoulam from Israel. Israel was really an incredible blazer. They are, and they still, and without war there, they were behind the scenes studying the cannabinoid system. And Dr. Mechoulam isolated the first THC molecule. And so it's amazing. It's amazing, all of these questions that we're answering today. And who is the cannabis queen? Cannabis queen, come on, open it up. Cheryl Schumann, born in 1960. A business person, media personality, and promoter. Cheryl Schumann's business ventures included having couponing advice, eyeglasses suppliers for actors, and a private marijuana club in Los Angeles. So evidently, this lady that I've never heard of is Cheryl Schumann. Let's think about her. So we got a Wikipedia on Cheryl Schumann. And who's the cannabis king? The cannabis king is Boris Jordan, chairman of the Curaleaf, becomes the only pot billionaire. Holy moly. So let's go find Boris also and have them help bring prisoners home. Like Rodimus says, Grasshopper, he says, nobody, and I'll come back here now that we're going to the end of our, let's see here. So we're at the top of the hour here. There we go. So Rodimus says nobody in the industry, these billionaires, nobody has a clear conscience making money on weed while they're still a prisoner left in jail. I mean, come on, everybody. Let's pull up our poster here for the day. Poster. And where is Edwin? Free Edwin, everybody. People that are in jail for plant, that's what we're doing. We're advocating to bring them home and open the doors in 2024. So let's see what happens if we get new regime and they wipe it clean. That would be so super cool. And I appreciate you all today for joining us. And I'm gonna roll our outro now and share my screen again. And let's get me so you can see me, everybody. So there I am. So it's Weedsday episode 229. Let's roll out of here and roll a fatty. Okay, everybody, we got to talk about the prototype today. I got to meet Mr. Prototype, so that's pretty cool. Meeting my legends from Ansel Adams to my dad. And never met Johnny Cash, but I'm sporting his hat. And so here we go. Let's share our screen and roll right out of here. It's been a pleasure, everybody. Thank you, Russell, for joining us today. And here we go. See if we can get episode 229. Here we go. Episode 229. Every day the concert's getting closer, everybody. So thank you for joining us today. And bless all your loved ones. Bless all your animals. Bless the day. And hold space for I just talked to Florida, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're going to be having their incredible Milton. So hold space for Milton. And everybody, thank you for joining us today. Jeff Eichen, Weedsdays, Hemp Hooray, and Early Consciousness. And don't worry about a thing. We're getting ready to bring our sponsors on board and go to the Oakland Coliseum, people, and tell them we're ready. And that's all I know is that we're having a show today and putting a concert on and doing the best I can. Having people come and go is just part of it. There's a concert that I went to see Alabama, some old timers that are doing their best to end the drug war and to be part of the movement. Have a great show, everybody. I pledge to be a positive influence on my family, friends, and community. I promise to listen with an open heart without judgment. I give my word to speak with sincerity and kindness. When I am challenged, I will see the humanity in others. I commit to recognizing and checking my privileges. I understand that we come from different backgrounds. I vow to pay attention to our social needs. I will choose love when things get hard. I pledge to choose empathy. In my lifetime, I will not quit my pursuit to bring every cannabis prisoner home. We are building empathy amongst millions of people across the nation. Join the movement and stand with those impacted by the criminal justice system. No one deserves to be in jail or prison for a plant and nonviolent crimes. Good morning, everybody, and Hemp Hooray. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we're aiming to end prohibition through helping the hemp industry, helping the marijuana industry, and F anybody that doesn't believe that it's possible in my lifetime. Have a great show today. Richard DeLisi home, his daughter. Pebbles. That's no lie, everybody, and we'll finish it up here on here. And don't bogart that joint. Stash Wagner is licensing us this for the first song on our CD for our concert, Relief, in 2025. And please support us. We love your sponsorship, and the Bud Tenders project is coming, and the dispensary project is coming, and the concert's coming, Relief. We're going to give the prisoners relief, restitution, payback. Let's re-legalize it and don't criticize it. Be sure to go to relieffoundation.org and do support us. Can you imagine that concert stadium full of people supporting the release of all the prisoners and ending prohibition. It's Jeff Eichen here with episode 229 and our timeline for making the concert happen. So everybody, Hemp Hemp Hooray. We miss you, Rodimus. We miss you, Canoners. We miss you, Solar Breezy. We miss you, Pod Mom. And we got Russell today. We miss you, Tommy. Tommy, come on back, you know. And Cheech, come on back. Cheech and Chong. And Parade. Open the doors in 24. Don't forget Peter, everybody. It's been a great day, a great show, and that's all I know. I can come back to the front page here, and let's do that. Let's come back to the front page. Boom. And I tried. Let's see how we do that. We will go boom and boom. So I tried everybody, but hang on. Let's see if we can pull me over. No, it's all. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There I am. There's always a technology way to do things. So my heart is out to people that are still in jail for marijuana. My heart is out for all the families that had to last 20 or 30 years waiting for their Papa Bear to come home, or their mom or their sister or their brother, you know. So if you know somebody and you want to have a place to speak, just like Russell did, come on the show. Get in touch with me. You know how to find me, relieffoundation.org or Lifers the Movie. You can find me on Facebook, and it's Jeff Eichen. And we had a great kinetic sculpture race this weekend, and I'm going to get back to it here, try to end prohibition and save the world. Okay? Peace out, everybody. Love and light. And here we go. It's been a great day, and let's see if I can get onto StreamYard here. Boom. So thank you, StreamYard, for all you do, and that we're going live on YouTube also, and Roku, and thank you, POD TV, and thanks everybody for joining us today. So Hemp Hemp Hooray, and let's go into our Zoom chat here and say good night, God bless, and good day. Hemp Hemp Hooray, 3, 2, 1. That's all I got for you. Episode 229. Okay, everybody, it's been a pleasure today, and for helping to be with you all. Here we go. See you next week.